Alright. Alright, let's start this fucking stream. Damn, this shit sucks ass, dude. Come on, man. Okay. Had to make this video again. I mean, this stream again because other one didn't have volume. Okay. So, continuing on what I was trying to say in the previous stream. I think it's completely okay and it's completely fine to think lolicon is weird. Completely fine. My problem is when people in the anti-lolly fucking crowd tries to connect the P word. You cannot connect the P word to an art form that makes up canonically stuff that is completely fictional. I don't care what your fucking stance is. You can say it's weird. You can say, oh, I don't like that. That's fine. When you start conflating that people are P words because people consume that art form. No, you are the enhanceable fucking person because you're slandering people and painting people as something. You're painting people as something they're not just because you're uncomfortable or you don't like the fucking art form. I don't care how much you dislike it. When you start fucking conflating people as P words, you pretty much lose any fucking grounds to argue. You cannot argue. Now you can't even argue from a moral stance about lolicon. Why? Because here's the fucking thing. Lolly, in all its fucking glory, is a art form that is fictional. It makes up no fucking compounds of real life fucking people. These are digital, fictional, pixelized fucking. These are pixelized anime characters on a screen. Trying to moralize or moral fag about this art form is stupid. So you can't. It's just stupid. You can't moralize lolly. Period. You cannot call people the P word because they consume this art form. There's numerous studies that says that like there's nothing harmful with consuming this stuff. It's not like, here's the thing, a random person that commented on my channel that anime is like that these depicted anime forms is unhealthy. There has not been any study that shows that this art form is unhealthy. Whatever notion that you're trying to hint at doesn't support your argument. So let's get that out the way. There's also numerous studies. So if you're gonna try to say, well, this is a gateway to leading people to going after real life like children or something like that, no, that's completely debunked. There are numerous statistics and fucking art and articles and like backed up by neuroscientists and therapists that debunks this fucking this flat out lie. So you're not gonna sit here and just slander a whole art form. That's like it's just like that's the reason why I'm not gonna sit here and just let people say like lolly is the p is peed is I'm just gonna say it. Lolly is pedo bait. It's not. These are fictional depictions of just fictional fucking of fictional characters that has no reflection of reality, no reflection of real life people. Now, if any person was pulling a Shadman and drawing fictional fucking drawings of characters that depicted real people, all right, then you would have an argument. But there's no scenario with lolicon. Lolly is just fictional. All lolly is just the fictional art of the fictional character, and that's it. So you cannot point and say, yeah, that's p word. That's the p word right there, because you're liking like sexual depictions of children. No, they're not children. No art form of lolly looks like fucking children. Period. So when people get on the internet and morally grandstand and try to act as if they know what they're talking about, you don't. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. That's my problem with people who come on here talking all that shit. You don't know what you're talking about. You cannot. There's no instance. There's no grounds where you can fucking morally say this is morally enhanceable. This art form is morally enhanced, because you can't base morality on something that's completely fictional. These characters would have to depict real life fucking people. They would have to depict. You would have to make. Matter of fact, you would have to make an argument why and how these characters depict real life people. And so far, no one can do that. This is an art form that is just based on fiction. Period. So yeah. And on top of that, you didn't have to come to my channel and leave that fucking comment. And then you have the audacity to say I'm not gonna argue with people who are ignorant like you. Motherfucker, you didn't have to leave a fucking comment in the first place. If you would just simply just scrolled past my video or fucking channel or whatever, you decided to click on whatever the fuck video that you saw on my channel. You decided to watch it. Well, I don't know if you watched it, because I don't know if you even watched like the whole video in entirety, but you chose to watch the video and click on my channel. You didn't have to do that. You could have just scrolled past it and ignored it. And that's the thing with people like this. You people choose to engage in stuff. You're uncomfortable because it's moral policing. It's moral policing and fucking trying to police what content people enjoy or engage with or consume. You're not gonna fucking do that. You're not gonna, like, quite honestly, you're not going to push people from off of liking this. People are gonna like it. There's a whole what's to call it? I'm not gonna stay stuck on that for too long. But like, yeah, there's a whole thing for it. So like, you're not gonna push people off that hill from liking this. People have a right to like this stuff. If you don't like it, that's fine. Don't engage with it. As simple as that. And I think that's all I have to say. So I'm just gonna cut this video short. So peace out.